Hello everyone, my name is Kanishka Wahidi and I will be the lecturer for the economic course called Economic Case Studies. This winter semester the course is going to be online because of the COVID situation. So all this course will be happening through online platform and yeah, so I made this video to inform you about the content of this course and about the outline of this course, so you are well prepared and you know what is expected from you, and also what support or what materials you will receive during this course. So this class will be on Tuesday from 10 to 12, but basically I will send you the materials every Monday well in advance, and you can work at your own pace, so you don't have to be online or present during Tuesday 10 to 12. The reason is most of the lectures will be recorded and it will be uploaded to the Moodle ROM, and then you can play it whenever you want. So there is no like WebEx meeting or any other type of online sessions. Okay, and as you can see, you have my email address also in the outline of the course. If there is any question, you can email me, or you can also take an appointment and come over to my office. I'm usually at the university, so feel free to come if you have any question. Okay, now I want to talk quickly about the course. What is this course all about? So first of all, it's a very basic introductory economic course. So even if you have taken like a very microeconomics course or macroeconomic course, this will help you a little bit. But if you don't have any background in economics, or if you have never studied economics before, this course is basically for you. So this course is a very basic introductory economic course, and yeah, so there is no prerequisite for this course. You don't have to be proficient, I don't know, in any statistics or mathematics or whatsoever, because we don't use this other stuff. The only thing you have to deal with is like, or to understand, is that this course is about economics, and it's like an introductory economic course. It's not microeconomics, it's not macroeconomics, but a general economic course. And we will study topics which are related to microeconomics, but we will also study topics about macroeconomics. And the good thing about this course is because both of them are economics field, so we will have a more general view of, for example, how the economy works. Yeah, so it's a more general course, it's not specific. We will use both topics from microeconomics as well as macroeconomics, and it's a very basic and introductory level course. The second point is about the case studies. So actually, if you read the outline, I have actually designed this course so we can discuss cases alongside the economic concept and theories. So we can basically first understand the theory and then see how it is applied in the real world. For example, in different countries, in different situations, how these are being implemented. So these case studies will help us easily understand economic concept. So that's why the title of this course is Economic Case Studies. And also the book which I have recommended for this course, for each relevant topic, there is a case study. Although it's a small, but it's a very relevant case studies. So the student could understand what this topic is about, how it is implied in the real world, and what are the implications of these economic concepts. I will go through the details of each chapter and case studies later on. Yeah, so if you're a student of international relations, if you want to study if you have economics or similar social sciences in your major or in minor, this course is good for you. And it's basically a very basic course. I think, like most people, if you come from a different discipline, it will help you at least understand what the economy is all about and how the economy is working. So again, it's a very basic economic course for bachelor students. If you're coming from Staatswissenschaft for international relations, social sciences, law, and all related field, it will basically help you to get a basic view of the economy and what the field of economics is all about. Okay, the second point is about the reference book. I'm using the ManQ book, which is called Principle of Economics. It is the 8th version, which we will be using, and this book is available at the library as well. I will quickly show the cover of this book so you can see and you can remember it. And we will cover almost for 7 first chapter of this book. Why I have choose this book? First, because it's in English. Second, it's like a very intermediate level English. So you will not face difficult words or difficult terms which will be difficult for you to understand. It's very basic and simple English. So from that point of view, you will not face any difficulties. And since most of the other courses are taught in German, so it will help you improve your English as well. So even if you're an exchange student and just want to use this opportunity to improve your English a little bit and as well as learn something about economics, that's completely fine. You're welcome to join this course. As I said, the author is called Mankiw, Gregory Mankiw. He's a very famous American economist, and he's basically a professor at the Harvard University now. And he is teaching economics there, so it's like one of the most well-known book. And he has been also involved in politics. For example, he was the head of the Economic Council of the President W. Bush. George W. Bush in the United States, and he is a well-known economist. Yeah, so that's one of his book which we will be using as a reference book. Okay, the next point is about grading. As I said at the beginning, this course is online first, and second, there is no online sessions. So you don't have to be online for this course during Tuesday from 10 to 12. Basically, what will happen is that I will record the lecture and I will upload it to the Moodle room or to the Moodle page, and then you can view it whenever you want to. So you will receive the lectures online and then you can view it later on. I will finish the grading part and then I will come about how we will manage the online course. So basically, during this course, you will receive materials which are chapters of this book, including the case studies. So you will receive that, including the slides, through Moodle Room, and we will cover one chapter in 2 weeks. So I will send you, for example, at the beginning of the first week, I will send you the slides and I will send you the chapter of the book. It's like 12, 15, maximum 20 pages that you have to read. And at the end of each chapter, there is a small quiz about the material covered in this chapter. So it's like 7 or 8 4-choice questions. So you will just choose the correct answer for these questions, and that's basically your home assignment. So again, so you will receive one material for each 2 weeks. So you will receive one chapter for each week, and then for each 2 week, and then you have to prepare the assignment at the end of each chapter. So you have 2 weeks to prepare this short assignment, and this assignment is like 7 or 8 questions, and all you have to do is to take mark. It's the answer for the first question is either A, B, or C, or D, and then you send it through email. So and that way I will assure myself that you have gone through the materials, that you have read the chapter and you have solved the questions, and that's the feedback which I will receive in terms of your contribution to the course. And basically, this online assignment, which is mentioned in the outline of the course, that will be your online assignment. So every 2 weeks, you have to do a short assignment, and then you send it through email. And this assignment will count for 40% of your final mark. So this assignment will be graded at the end of the course, and then you will receive 40% of your mark from that. So that means, like, if you do the assignments regularly, you will definitely pass the course, like you will receive 3 or something. And then the remaining 60% of the marks, that comes from the final exam. Again, what's the final exam? Final exam is the same as these small quizzes. It will be a little bit longer, like 20 or 25 multiple choice questions. And it's like a very, if you have read the materials, so that will be almost very easy for you to solve. And it's basically similar to the quizzes. So at the end of the semester, you will receive 20 or 25 questions, multiple choice questions. It possibly could be online, so you will use a wise flow, and then you receive the questions, and then you um, solve it. What I mean by solving is you really don't have to calculate anything, you don't have to make graphs or something. All you have to do is to read the question, understand, and choose one option which is the right answer. So it's like 20-25 question, and then all you have to do is choose A, B, C, or D for each question. So that will be your final exam. Now you don't have to be worried about the final exam. I will make exercises. I will make sure you understand how the final exam work with wise flow and everything. You don't have to be worried about that now. And I promise that won't be also difficult for you. So it's like the same as quizzes. If you're able to solve the questions or the quizzes of each semester, and then you do a basic review before exam, you will cover the exam very well. So that was about the final exam. And then, yeah, the whole course will be like around 120 pages that you have to read, and that's basically 4 chapters. And then that will help you write the exam, and then you're good to go. Yeah, so I talked about the online assignment and quizzes, and then the course material, it will be uploaded to the Moodle ROM, each chapter. What you will receive is the full chapter, you will receive the assignment, you will also receive the slides. So all the material which you will receive is basically from the book original. So all the slides, all the materials is from the book, and even the slides are the copyright of the book owner. So I'm using the original slides, which has been made by this author of this book, and that's will probably help you to review or to help you understand the chapters very easily. And the lecture, I will usually go not by slides, but I will go through the chapter or through the topics which are covered in each chapter. So slides are basically for your own self-study as a summary of the materials that we will cover. And as you already know, the password to login for the Moodle ROM is UE Digital Vice 2020. It's the basic password that you can use for most of the Moodle courses this semester. About the book and companion website MindMap, this book also offers an online platform for the students to learn in more interactive way and to do exercises, read more, do some more research. and that's all used with the website called Mind Map. Before it was the case that this platform was free, so students could register themselves and they could use it for free. But recently they have changed the policy, so you have to buy a membership for this course to register online. So that's why we will not be using this online platform. In case you really want to use it, just write me an email and I will give my individual username and password so you can practice. But that will be like very for few people who really want to use this optional online material. Other than that, we will not be using the book's companion website, MindMap, that much. Okay, so I will quickly talk about the content that we will cover during this semester. Basically, this course is offered in 2 semesters. So this winter semester and the follow-up will be hopefully offered during the coming summer semester 2021. So this will also make you prepare for the coming course if you want to take part. If not, that's completely fine. But at least that you know that a follow-up course is also planned for this course. And as I said, we will cover actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters of this book. And as I said, it will be around 100 and 120 pages, so maximum 120 pages. Okay, the first chapter will be about principle of economics. So what the author of this book does is that he gives the student, or he writes 10 main principles of economics at this chapter. So if you become familiar with these 10 principles, the whole book will be very much easy for you. So once you got these principles, it's like the basic rules of economics. You will apply it throughout the book in different situations. And these principles are very simple, but you have to understand it and read it and see how it works. And then once you got it, as I said, that will help you in most of the situation. You will say, okay, according to this principle, I should do this and this and this, or according to this principle, it means this and this and that. We will also have a small case study. It's called about Adam Smith would left Uber. And as you might know, Adam Smith is one of the fathers of economics. He is a classical economist, and he's considered as to be the one who made the foundation of the economics. So we will, in this case study, you will know why he would love Uber, this application for hiring taxis and sharing cars. The second chapter we will cover is titled Thinking Like an Economist. So most of you probably come from the different fields, and this chapter will help you understand how economists think. So what are the way an economist think, or how they see issues, or how they see the world from their own point of view. So this chapter will help you to get a little bit more flavor of this field of economics, and how basically economists, the same as other scholars like in a different field of sociology, philosophy, other social sciences, how they see the world from their own perspective. So this will give you a similar view. And the case related to this chapter is called Why You Should Study Economics. So it's a basic example of why economic field is important. The third chapter is about interdependence and gain from trade. So international trade is a very an ancient but also a very important topic, which still applies nowadays, and it's a important topic also in economics. And in this chapter, we will learn why international trade is beneficial to different countries who are engaging in trade or who should engage in trade, and what does it mean to be dependent upon different countries and to engage in international trade. So basically, what we know from the basic economic concept is that trade is beneficial for everyone and it improves the total well-being of those countries which involve in trade. But in this topic, we will discuss it more. And I think recently this trade, given the current world situation, international trade is a very debated topic, especially with the China and the US and the trade relationship between these two countries as well as with other countries. So this concept we will discuss during this chapter, and then the case study related to that is economics within a marriage. So it's a case study that will help you understand more this topic. The fourth chapter is about the market forces of supply and demand. If you have heard of economics, then you have most probably heard of supply and demand and how they works. So these are like the very basic concept of economics, supply and demand. So we will discuss about this. And although you have probably heard or attended lecture and other courses related to supply and demand, but we will quickly go through these two concepts also in this course. And then the case study related to that is called prices increases after disaster. So basically with the help of supply and demand, we will see how prices affect the market, and then these two tools will help us, and also this case study. Moving to the next topic, next chapter, it's called elasticity in its application. So once you got the concept of demand and supply, the next topic is to know a little bit about elasticity, or how demand and supply changes in different situations. It's a little bit complicated topic, but it won't be that much difficult after you have got familiar yourself with the supply and demand. Then it will be very much easy. And actually, elasticity is basically numerical figure which will show you how much exactly there is a change in supply or how much exactly there is change in demand. So it's basically a measure of how much change will happen in demand and supply. But we will discuss it when the time comes. And the case related to do is, why do OPEC fail to keep the prices of oil high? Yeah, so that will be the case study related to that. The last chapter basically collects and concludes all chapters together, and that's basically supply, demand, and government policies. So we will put where we have learned from supply and demand, and we will see how different government policies affect the market. So even if you have reached this point, you will have a basic understanding of how the economy works. So you will have an understanding, for example, if the government make a policy, for example, it increases the minimum wage, then you will be able to analyze this problem or to explore more and see what are the positive side of increase in minimum wage, what are the negative side of increase in minimum wage. And basically that will first understand you the effect of government policies on the economy, what will happen to the economy if government do this policy or if government implement this policy, or what are the positive sides and negative sides. And I think it's, as a student of international relations or social sciences, it's very much important that you could form your own opinion, your own scientific argument upon different government policies. And I think most of government policies, you can analyze it through the demand and supply and the market forces, and how does that will affect the economy. So most of government economic policies, you will be able to comment, basically to make or shape your own argument either in favor of or in against of, but not just giving your own thoughts, but basically you back up your idea and thought based off the economic concepts. And that will lead us to our final exam that will be somewhere in mid of February, 16th of February, but we will come to that topic before that time, and I will make sure you understand everything about the wise flow, how it will work, and I will also make you some basic similar exam types so you can exercise before that and you will be ready for that. Okay, that's all that I had to say about the course outline. And yeah, as I said, in brief, so you will receive all the materials through Moodle ROM. You don't have to be present online. And then within 2 weeks, we will cover one chapter and you will receive one chapter and you will do one short quiz or one assignment within these 2 weeks. And you will also receive a lecture at the for each chapter within these 2 weeks. And basically that will be all that we will cover through this course, and I look forward to a difficult but almost at the same time an easy course this semester, and I hope that you will learn a little bit about economics and that will help you think whenever you make decisions at personal level or if you're thinking about government different policies. All right, so if you have any question, feel free to email me anytime you wish to, and I will be available by email all the time. All the best and have a nice start of the semester.